Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's another episode of Grind Media TV, and I guess the topic is about artists from Atlanta and supporting artists from Atlanta and everything. And I ain't got long to be up on here, I'm finna ready to go to the gym, so I'm trying to make this quick as possible, maybe about a good 45 minutes long. But I'm just gonna give y'all a brief history on what it is that I done for the game and some of the people that I didn't work with from the city of Atlanta, um, that was born in the city of Atlanta. It's so many of them, so many. I wouldn't even I wouldn't even know how many to count. That it's so many, but I'm finna start off with the first one. Gonna be, of course, my dog Parkway Mark. Um, I've known Parkway for a while now. They're going on maybe about 15, 16 some years now, and everything back since 2003. Gotta be about 18 or 19 now, and everything. He was one of the. I can say he was the first guy, but he was one of the guys who I can honestly say I spent studio time with him. I used to go up to his little spot and watch him make the beats and everything, and you know, he was doing the rap thing. You know me, I was around that time when I met him. It was over at the park at Bouldercrest. I was doing the football thing. I was training for the NFL, trying to get that situation on and popping and everything. And we just met and we linked up and stuff. And like I said, when two good solid people link up and everything, you know, we linked. It was He was one of the ones from the community that had a head on his shoulder. You know, this around the time, like I said, 2003 when we moved to East Atlanta, and people like Gucci and OJ and all of them was heavy. They was just now. It wasn't heavy with the music, but they was just now starting to get a little name. We knew about them because we was over on the east side and everything, East Atlanta, and so we knew about them cats, but the people outside didn't really know about them around that time so. But yeah, we met in that environment. If you know anything about East Atlanta, Bouldercrest is a big part of it, and a lot come through Bouldercrest. A lot, a lot of traffic, a lot of motion. Where we was at, it was right there by the pilot. So we was in the park at Bouldercrest and everything. If anybody know anything about Bouldercrest, you already know how the park at Bouldercrest rock. We had First 48 up in there 2 times. It's just a community in itself. To me, I sort of pictured like how the Wire would be, except it's spaced out. You know, so much going on. You never know what's going on in one of those apartments over there and what people got going on. But anyway, I ended up meeting him over there, and like I said, we clicked and everything. Um, we really clicked hard when I found out he was from the fourth ward, and I had just left from the fourth ward and everything. And we got to talking. He started telling me a little about his musical history. He's been doing music since I would say back in '93, '94, around that time when Tupac was still living. Um, Around that time, like I said, Atlanta was starting to make a transition into the game way back then. Outkast was slowly picking up. They were slowly making noise in the '90s. Um, the city was starting to develop. I think we had the Olympics in '93, so that gave us a good 4 5 years, 4 years to kind of the build up off that situation and everything. But he was one of the artists that when Tupac was running around in the city, ended up linking up with him, and he had a chance to be able to do what he do in front of Tupac. And unfortunately, that thing happened with Tupac was killed that movement. But what I'm trying to sit here and say is my dog was one of the guys that was rapping in that community when rapping wasn't even cool. People didn't want to be no rapper back in '93, '94. I know a few people that were trying to rap back then, and they was entertaining. They kept us busy, especially the one that could freestyle. We love that anybody that can freestyle. But as far as just trying to say, hey, I'm gonna be a professional rapper, we didn't even know where to start and where to begin at. You had to be a lucky person if you was in it. You had to be a lucky person if you was in any disadvantaged community and you could find somebody that could get you in the studio and show you how easy it is to make music. I mean, it was a little bit more complicated back then because of the technology, but as far as just rapping per se itself, we would have never known how easy that was and stuff. But Partway Mark, I ever talk y'all off, man. I'm finna play his first song that we did. We shot this video maybe about. We shot this video back in, man, I want to say it's saying maybe 10 years ago on the situation, maybe like 10 years. I won't know until I get to YouTube and look at it. And the reason I'm doing this for the people for the people that do sit down and watch this, is I want to make sure that my work don't go unnoticed, and also to get it out there that there are some people out there that really went hard to make sure some of these artists who don't get the spotlight and don't get a chance to get their proper flowers are getting seen. I try to make sure every artist, I don't care how big or how small they are, get the same type of treatment. Most definitely the ones that I knew from the community, and like I said, Partway Mark was one of the ones I knew from the community. So that was big. That's what big him up to me. I mean, that's what put him on a higher level than everybody else with me. Besides the fact he's my dog too, so You spell it P-A-R-K-Y, Partway, then Mark. The Mark, it ain't M-A-R-K, it's M-A-R-C. Like I said, and he representing the 4th Ward. For a lot of people that don't know, 4th Ward is downtown, over there by Edgewood, in that little area over by there. Georgia Baptist, I think they call it Georgia Medical now, and everything, but he's from that community over there with MLK. Let me say what Martin Luther King grew up at. For the people that's from outside and far away don't understand when I say the 4th Ward, MLK neighborhood, Dr. King, Auburn Avenue, that area. He grew up over in there. So I ain't gonna talk you off, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and play one of Partway songs so you can kind of check them out and see who it is that I'm talking about and tell me what you think about them. Okay, the first song that I'm finna play is Partway Mark, Watching Time Pass. This was almost 12 years ago.
Man, fuck this shit, man. What you gonna do? These the last day, you know what I mean? Nigga ain't got them 24 hours to live, man. You know what I mean? What you gonna do, man? Know what I'm talking about? What you gonna do, for real? I been living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. Watching the clock tick. I been living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. That's what my daddy used to say. I been living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. Watching the clock tick. I been living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. That's what my daddy used to say. You know the Chris got down and I'm book. All the way real high, say I look so motherfucking high. Think I'm on cloud 9. Feel good up here, I don't wanna come down. Had a pound of the bricks, whips and the shit. Got jammed one time and I lost that shit. Been rich before, I ain't rich no more, but I maintain a G, still rep that pole. I live out the bank, you live out the government. I'm a Democrat, nigga, fuck a Republican. I'm tired of the suffering, I'm tired of struggling. Get rich and die trying, I'm forever hustling. My mother getting bigger, finger on the trigger. You supposed to be my dog, can't trust y'all, nigga. Flip flames like a paint job, that shit raw. Swerving on the motherfuckers up in the hall. You can catch me on the Saturday night up at the yard. White tee, blue jeans, and 3 red scars. Me street grind and them valley bars. Y'all know who the real, who swear to God. Out here living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. Watching the clock tick. Out here living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. Out here living every day like my last, smoking blunts, watching time pass. Back in the lab, I wrote a song, verses similar to song. And it's painted by a minute, but it's felt by a song. Becoming denominator, like my last. Smoking blunts, watching time pass. Watching the clock tick. Out here living every day like my last. Smoking blunts, watching time pass. That's what my daddy used to say. Out here living every day like my last. Smoking blunts, watching time pass. Watching the clock tick. Out here living every day like my last. Smoking blunts, watching time pass. That's what my daddy used to say. He say I wouldn't live to see 18. 10 years later, living like a king. Now they wanna know why the inspiration. Real talk, nigga, love motivation. I'm dedicated to my motherfucking business. Can't slip, not tryna go to prison. I'm a mission for the almighty dollar. I'm a leader, nigga, I don't follow. My motto is fuck tomorrow. Hit those like I hit the lotto. My motto is fuck tomorrow. Get those like I hit the lotto. Yeah.
The next song right here by Parkway Marcus called Real Talk. So tell me what y'all think about this one right here, Real Talk.
This squad too strong, but we gotta hold on. Level number killers, nigga, how the dealers gone. Young great at home dead, paradise dead, we street dead, but we still getting bread. Tell them motherfucking fans if they want a nigga, bring it. Song fight for life, niggas never stop banging. Remember when we mixed the Hennessy and Alizé? They call me Lil Morgan, Young Jeezy, Lil J. Remember when them rally with a motherfucking shit? And Tupac said, nigga, what? Money over bitch. Yeah, okay. You think I won't fuck? Oh yes I will, bro. You think I won't kill? Oh yes I will, mom. I'm so for real, y'all. Homie, this is real talk. I'm so for real, y'all. Homie, this is real talk. You think I won't fuck? Oh yes I will, boy. You think I won't kill? Oh yes I will, boy. I'm so for real, y'all. Homie, this is real talk. I'm so for real, y'all. Homie, this is real talk. One day I woke up feeling coked up. In my life, know that powder dog. And this is real talk, don't listen to what they telling y'all. I rather rob all y'all before I sleep in that hall. My dogs be barking and biting, stabbing and fighting, shooting out and cruising, daily distributing. And still I be confusing, but this is how I do it. I write it on that white smoke and green and gangsta music. Yeah, and I ain't never lied about it. Since 1996, my grandma called me Body Body. I'm Lil Mel himself, Parkway, Boulevard, 4 boys to them. Yeah, that's the unexplored truth. Niggas see me on the corner like, what up, 100 proof? Yeah, I got the juice like OJ. A nigga with an attitude, but I'm not O'Shea.
And there'll be more, much more, guaranteed more, much more, guaranteed. And it was all the same to you. I don't want to drag all the same to you. I don't want to drag all the same. My man. And there'll be more, much more, guaranteed more, much more, guaranteed.
What I want y'all to do, man, if any of the artists that y'all like, make sure y'all leave a comment, and tell me what y'all think about the music. And then give them honest feedback so that we can help them to, do what it need to be done so that they can elevate to the next level. Any feedback, we're taking all constructive criticism, I'm gonna play one more song from Parkway Mark, and you can tell me what you think, what you fully think.
Knock him out with another banger.
All I know is go, go. All I know is go, go. All I know is go, go. All I know is go, 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 go. I'm going hard in it, bitch. DSKG and the squad in it, bitch. All I know is go, go. All I know is go, go. All I know is go, go. All I know is go, go, go. I'm going hard in it, bitch. DSKG and the squad in it, bitch. I used to think my shit didn't stink. Don't do that no more. Used to ride around with banks. Don't do that no more. Used to trap behind the stove. Don't do that no more, but I still got them things. And that's on G.O. Used to pimp these hoes for show. Don't do that no more, nigga. Everywhere I go, you know that Fogo. I be riding around and I'm getting it. That's on that D-Lo. Players on lip once. So I'm polo and you know I'm on that gas. That's that petrol. I beat that pussy up in the backseat of that G.O. Keep that magnum in the dash. That's heavy metal. I rep that zone 5 downtown. That's that metro. DSKG, go, red team, go, Soul Cat, go, Georgia boys, go, I'm going hard in it, bitch. DSKG and the squad in it, bitch. All I know is go, all I know is
DJ exclusive
all I know is go, all I know is go.
on www.coasttocoastmixtapedjs.com.
DSKG and the squad in it, bitch. Fast as I'm gone, girl, you know I go fast. Sticking to the G code, and I got my G pass. All I know is go, so I'm going with it. I can hear my mama saying, baby, go out there and get it. If it's something that I want, I'ma go get it. If the ship go down, nigga, I'ma go with it. I go get it, cause I'ma go get her. I'm a downtown nigga, it don't get no realer killer. Anybody get it? So we train the G.O. and the whole city rockin' with me. Nigga, that's a G.O. for sure. I prefer to go slow. I'm a down south kingpin and everything. DSKG, red team, Soul Cat, Georgia boys. DSKG, in it bitch, red team, Soul Cat, in it bitch, Georgia boys. All I know is go, 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 I'm going hard in it, bitch. DSKG and the squad in it, bitch. All I know is go, all I know is go, all I know is go,
Smoke
all I know is go,
by your boy DJ
I'm going hard
Jazz
in it,
and DJ
bitch.
Keisha.
DSKG and the squad in it, bitch.
I'm gonna show y'all one more video too, so you can get a chance to see Parkway in the community. Like I said, we met over there in East Atlanta. So for a lot of y'all that don't know, our Bouldercrest. So I'm finna show y'all some of the scenes from Bouldercrest, him moving around in the community. The Bouldercrest Day, y'all, you know. Like I said, Bouldercrest Day, OJ, you know, people like that. I don't think Gucci Man hit this one. He hit like one or two of them, but this one right here, I'm not sure if he was at this one. There's so many of them.
y'all know about Boulder Crab Day?
We went to club last night, guys.
What, the Libra?
Tonight.
Oh, Figure 8, yeah, we fuck with them. Damn. So who y'all coming to see today? Parkway, OJ, who? What it do, cuz?
Yeah, man, back down memory lane, man.
Yeah.
Brook Lake, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Show more, man. Go to
yeah, yeah. I fuck with these niggas. Gonna send your shout out, nigga.
Hey, yeah, nigga, shout out to that Chris, man.
Yeah, fuck with it the long way. Yeah, sound about right. What's up, nigga? What's good, nigga? Send your shout out, nigga. Sound about right. That's a bit. Alright. Call you. Yo. Boy, how the hell, boy?
My boy, Black Boy Corey, man. We call him First 48 Corey now. First 48 Corey. Made him an episode of First 48. You know. It's crazy how life is and everything.
East side, here you go, Cole. Your turn.
They pressing this motherfucker. You can't have this shit without your boy, now. Come on now, I'm right next door to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, back in. Go ahead.
Coming out.
What's going on? What's up?
No, that's Joe, ain't it? What's up, Nick? Hell yeah, nigga, say something to the camera, nigga.
What's up, man? This goddamn Joe from Boulder Bay. You know how we do it.
Hell yeah.
Out here, we doing the big.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, Street, give me a shout out, nigga.
What's my name? I gotta go get the camera car. Got the rain.
Bet. Alright. What's up, nigga?
What the fuck I'm gonna do now,
Gotta cut this shit out now.
Nigga buckin' for the camera, don't give a fuck about no matter. Nigga buck with arm and hammer, flippin', rap like flippin', challenge. Call me Montana, up Mr. Blood and back down. Man, y'all nigga don't want no Anna, y'all like the ED banana. Up on the banner, Jackson's up on the panel. It ain't nothing we can't handle. Where you from, my nigga Atlanta? That's the ATLANTA, GEORGIA. Yeah, that's where we motherfucker stay. Yeah, that's where we motherfucker play.
Yeah, like I'm saying, that my dog right there, Parkway. I love him to death, man, and everything. So y'all make sure y'all take the time out and go follow my boy. What's up, Cole? I'm glad you tuned in. I appreciate the comment. But like I said, that was my dog Parkway Mark, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Like, you know, he down there like family now to me. You know, once you spend so much time around people, I'm talking about hours. You know, hours, 4, 5, 6 hours sometime around Shawty, getting to know him. But like I said, he been around, so he's seen the ups and downs and everything. He's seen the transition of me saying, "Hey, I'm finna do grind media." He's seen me come up the name. He was there from the grind magazine era all the way up to the grind media era when we decided to add that on there and everything and stuff. So then my dog just checked in. That him come in right there, but he been around for a while. And the song that I'm getting to, he ended up. That was his way of letting people know that you got two people, Streets on the Grind, who are in a position to be able to help. Because at the time when this song was dropped in the game, didn't too many people understand what content marketing was. They didn't understand marketing through the camera and how important catching your image was to being able to brand yourself. Social media wasn't around. People barely had computers. 11 years ago, you know, a lot of people having computers and having access to a phone that really had that full computer capability wasn't there. You know, so they didn't fully understand what it means to have your image captured and be able to send. He understood, you know, because he was watching all our DVDs. You know, he was somebody that was buying a lot of our DVDs from us and checking them out and recognizing some of the artists that we was putting on there and realizing that the only reason he was hearing about them and a lot of other people was hearing about them because we were putting out them DVDs. And one thing about our DVDs, you know, our DVD was going across country. You know, we was in that bootlegging market to where we knew the Africans and we was able to kind of, how can I say, mass distribute our DVDs globally by only taking a few copies to the right people. You know, let me say it like that and everything. And they was hitting all the little chitlin markets because the people who we was messing with the bootlegging, they had bootleggers that was coming from all the little chitlin markets, Columbus, Birmingham. If you was in a little city and you was within them 3-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, they were traveling up here to get them movies and get them new stuff that was going on, that was hot and everything. And we was plugged up in there, and he knew because of that we was able to make a lot of people more popular than what they had going on. So, and because people didn't recognize it, so he wanted to put a song out there to let the people know that, hey, you know, where would you be? Where would you be without that grind, and where would you be without street? Sort of has two meanings too, because you know,
spot, man. 4120 Entertainment, man. You know what I mean? We recording this new. Where would you be?
Like I said, it has two meanings. Where would you be without the grind in the street? Of course, my name is Grind. Then my other business partner name is Street Zone. So, but it also saying that you also got to get out here in the street, and you also got to grind to be able to get to that next level. And those are two key components, and that all rappers should be willing to take on and deal with.
If it went for the four, man, a lot of y'all niggas wouldn't be nowhere, man. You know what I mean? If four war, nigga, $1 million motherfucking block, nigga. You know what I mean? Everybody got rich up from that hood. You feel what I'm saying? You brought some niggas up and it took some niggas down, nigga. Me, nigga, I just maintain. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. That 4 war is all shit, y'all. Y'all already know what's happening. Run that shit, Zod.
Another Parkway product. I got my nigga Goon in this bitch, man. What it do, nigga? I'm in the building, y'all niggas. Over to you, huh? It's about to go down. Check up you right here. 4 Wars on 6. It's DAKG in the building, huh? To the whole 4 War, man. Who I got? Goon, Parkway, SK, Nigga Man. A real nigga from the 4, yeah. That's Crescent. Been stunting on these niggas, that's Morgan Jesse. And y'all pussy niggas wanna test me. Fell on to my loaded 357. Still ain't learned my lesson. Dodge jail time by 13 arrests. And you can call me lucky, but I call it
the skills, I'm a G, nigga, fuck nigga, fuck that shit. These niggas living my life, talking about making shit disappear in one night. I've been hustling on Linden, but for some reason I wasn't getting it. So it's back to the parkway. Buffer Pines, half a pound in the hallway. Niggas shoot out in the broad day, and it don't matter if you right out where the kids play. What would you be if it wasn't for that phone? What would you be if it wasn't for the call? What would you be if it wasn't for the streets? If it wasn't for the grind, y'all niggas wouldn't eat. What would you be if it wasn't for the phone? What would you be if it wasn't for the call? What would you be if it wasn't for the streets? If it wasn't for the grind, y'all niggas wouldn't eat. $40 in my motherfucking pocket. Did that shit by the handmade profit. Top heads in the trap and they copy. 24/7 working around the clock, man. Push, pack, perk, rap, and the XP. Got me on another level like next year. I'm so far beyond the average hustle in the streets. I give you 115, that's a recipe. Never let the bullshit get the best of me. I'm too smart, let a broad be the death of me. The devil for the song, put that on DAKG. Cat, goon, top, brown, MOB. Pull up for a buy, nigga know I'm in the streets. His whole down, still bobbing to the beat. Shout out to the foe, what up Slick Pete? What up Whoop, what up Dope, what up Young Jeezy? What would you be if it wasn't for that phone? What would you be if it wasn't for that call? What would you be if it wasn't for the streets? If it wasn't for the grind, y'all niggas wouldn't eat. What would you be if it wasn't for the phone? What would you be if it wasn't for the call? What would you be if it wasn't for the streets? If it wasn't for the grind, y'all niggas wouldn't eat. Yeah, they doing J Graham, I'm finna sign out DAKG.
Oh man, you coming in live on this exclusive thing, man. Letting y'all boy know this the real J Grind up in here, man. Come through, man. Y'all hear the hook, man. If you ain't got that grind or that street with you, man, and you from that zone 6, you know what I'm talking about, man. That's why we here signing off, man. Enough said. You ain't got that street or that grind in, man. What do you got?
Quick question for you. What do bad breath and your poop have in common?
Like I said, that's my dog right there, Parkway Mark, and DSKG. That was one of the first music label that I can say I was a part of. You know, DSKG, down south, Kingpins of Gangsters. They stretch out. It's you got Atlanta branch and you got a South Carolina branch. You know, shouts out to Catman up there in South Carolina. You know, they making noise. So when y'all get a chance, man, y'all just check more into it and do y'all research, you know. They started right there, like I said, inside the park at Boulder Crest. He linked up. Him and Catman, they put the name together, came up with it and pushed it and it's out there, it's working. You know. There was a big part of that Brick Squad movement when they started out and they was branching off up there in South Carolina. You know, them boys had a big part in doing in that situation to make it, you know, make it do what it do and everything. So y'all most definitely go check that out. DSKG, Parkway Mark. The next guy I'm finna take y'all to, I'm gonna keep it in the 4th Ward. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it in the 4th Ward, and I'm gonna take it up there and give Drew Smith some love. You know, for a lot of y'all that's out there, Drew Smith, he had the game in a headlock. Yeah, Drew had the game in a headlock. You know, and the reason I say that part is because he had good music, but he also had the financial backing. And that meant a lot. You know, it takes money to be able to do the rap thing. I'm just gonna be real with you. You can't be no rapper in Atlanta being broke. You know, at the time when I linked up with Drew, it was at a time that was sort of pre-recession. Let me say it like that, pre-recession, so people can understand and get a good idea of what's going on. You know, pre-recession. Let me say it like pre-recession. Before the economy, I think it was before Young Jeezy told y'all that we was in a recession. I think. Let me Google and see when Jeezy dropped that Recession album. On September 2008. Ooh, September 2008. Let me see when I dropped this one. 12 years ago, 2010. Okay. The recession situation was about 2 years into effect and everything. But most people were kind of slow, so they didn't kind of understand what was going on as far as the economy. But what I'm trying to get at, when I met Drew, it was at a time where they didn't let too many rappers get on stage and really perform. You know, you really had to have a type of movement. Well, they in certain situations they used to let artists get on there, but for the most part, it wasn't catered to artists. Now the game didn't change. You know, everybody catering to artists and they trying to make money off artists. You know, so many artists here and so many promoters that trying to make money off artists that it's so many venues out here for artists to perform at. Back then, we didn't have that many venues for artists to perform at and everything. So the few venues that we did have for independent artists to perform, they was many major labels. Let me say it like that. And the reason I say many major labels is because they had just as much money as some of the majors. They just didn't have the different people in place to be able to kind of execute those situations. Let me say it like that. They had the CEO, I don't want to say CEO, but they had the investor who had the money. They had the artist, they had the entourage, but they didn't have. It takes a lot to be able to break an artist and everything. But what I'm trying to get at, those artists that was performing, they had that money. They had that money, man. They're going there and throw that money, and I think that's what really kind of messed up the game too. You know, people now around that time, people are starting to want to become rappers. The economy was drying up, and people was trying to, like I said, trying to find a way. And they were seeing the rap game as a way, so they slowly started. They was losing their jobs. You know, people wasn't really working, and believe it or not, everybody ain't geared to sell dope, and everybody ain't geared to do criminal stuff. You know, you only get one or two mistakes when you're doing criminal stuff. So, you know, that's most definitely ain't a rap designed for people who's not up to speed. And unfortunately, a lot of people's not up to speed and everything. So crime wasn't the issue. Crime wasn't the answer. So they chose rap. They started rapping. But the thing about it is, here you is in the club and you watching these rappers on stage in the city and watching the independent, and you seeing them throwing money. They throwing big money. It got to the point, because you got to understand, you get to throwing money. Certain clubs wasn't geared for people to throw money, so they'll run out of ones fast. So what do you got? What are you gonna throw next? 5s, 10s, 20s. That's what you got to throw next, and that's the level that they was at, man. They throw them 20s too, man, and them 20s make you change your mindset. So I'm trying to find the first video. I'm gonna let this be the first one. Drew, when I met Drew, he had a single that was feeding up off that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and everything, and it was killing the airway. He had Greg Street behind him. Greg was playing it. I think Greg got a 5 o'clock session or 6 o'clock session. I'm not for sure. You know, my memory ain't the best of memory right now, but he had like a 5 or 6 o'clock like jam session where he just jammed it, and this was one of the songs that he used to beat in. Before I go into playing mode, let me say a few words for Tootie Man. In this video, y'all gonna see a big guy. He was one of the first guys that was independently, to me, that was doing security. You know, he was like the security guard for all the local rappers in Atlanta that had a name that was really buzzing. All the rappers who was from Atlanta, who was really heavy in the community, Tootie Man was their security guard, you know, and I love Tootie Man, you know. Tootie Man was one of them guys that anytime he saw me, he was always make sure that I was okay. He used to always say that, hey man, you okay? Anybody bothering you? I just had to be like, nah man. And the crazy part is, around that time, you know, I kind of was, I was kind of with the extras too, so I was kind of like, I'm good, you know, I'm ready to handle my own situation. But looking back up on it now, it touched me because I didn't realize how big I was at the time, and I shouldn't have been even thinking that I needed to be the one to handle any type of issues that come my way, you know. People, when they get to my level, they have security. They don't walk around. They don't walk around amongst the people like that, you know. They have security, and them security be watching out for them folks and everything. But Tootie Man, he always made sure I was okay. So let me say it like that and everything. But R.I.P. Tootie Man. This is Drew Smith. He was security guard with Drew Smith around that time. Y'all check him out and tell him what you think.
We rockin', man. It's never mandatory. Whoop gang. I'm good. G4. Looks like long way shout to Mr. High Haters. Oh, y'all still saying hi to the haters. I ain't tripping. Oh, y'all still going, don't say, don't rap, don't round, see, don't bow. I know how to rock it, man. I got big bonafide they with. Drew Smith, y'all know Smith.
And we all drunk, man. We all sipping that expensive.
Hey, man, look, man. Oh, real shit. You might see me with
He's on that present.
You might see me with Coop in the Coop.
And everybody on the mama around here. They don't want to talk to the camera, but we gonna fuck with you.
We doing it.
I gotta see our kid, man.
Our kids coming out. I see what I'm saying. Got the kids.
I get the kid, man. Get the kid, get out of the way, man. Hey, look. Hey, everybody say, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Yeah. Look in the camera. Look in the camera. Look in the camera.
Say, ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Say Linda now. J.O.B.
Got the radio first. That's the radio. So your mama won't get mad. You need to hold on. I got some more.
Hold on, y'all get a CD. Hey, look. Hey, Drew. Drew. Get a picture right here with all the kids. Yeah, y'all get around here. Get around here. Hey, y'all kids, come on.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow.
Hold on.
Let's do it one more time, y'all.
Hold on.
All right. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow.
Hold on, I ain't ready.
Oh, he ain't ready yet, y'all. Y'all ready to rock this thing?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow. Yeah.
1, 2,
say yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Who else gonna get a CD? I ain't get one
Man, Westside A-Town, hustling, yeah. Man, everything been going good, man. Shit, nigga just jumped this thing like 2 years ago. He doing this shit, you know what I mean? Nigga ain't been full throttle with this shit. Come to the truck, you feel what I'm saying? Street finna hear about this Juice Smith shit. They already hearing about the stupid boys in the streets. Y'all already know what time it is. MySpace.com/Juice Smith. Y'all already know. They don't smooth it. Yeah, I need what time it is. Smizzle out the game. Juice Smith already in the store right now. We should drop that Smizzle out the game too in February. Big motherfucker, money bag, bro. You know what I mean? I'm fucking it up right now. Fucking with goddamn Woo the Woo gang. We doing this shit. J.O.B. Entertainment. We doing this shit. All the real. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look. Go in. Hold on.
Man, I'm first lady. Man, I'm first lady step money. Boy, y'all folks tripping. Y'all can't do first lady like that.
Go in on one time, though, man.
I ain't even gonna get to them. They gotta go on MySpace.com/Juice Smith to get that shit. I don't be doing all that extracurricular shit. Y'all already know what time it is. Go on, log on, fucks with it.
First lady, we out of here.
Shout out to my nigga Juice Mizzle. Make sure you go cop his mixtape. With him, DJ Scream and DJ Spins. Title Smizzleizing the Game. Shout out to my nigga Otto. Right about.
What you doing? I'm just going shopping. What you shopping for? Shopping for the chopper. I like big straps. 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 Let me talk to these fuck ass niggas. These push ass. Tell y'all like fuck them. Tell J Money fuck them. Tell you. End of discussion. Who the hell am I? Who the hell are you? I let my choppers bust, and that's what fellas do. You want to know your future? Mr. Futuristic? Another shit bag, keep playing with the Smizzle. He tried to get the Smizzle sign, he went to John boy. But he ain't never ran the streets, he was a mama's boy. Any, mighty, mo. Catch a trapper with a blow. Stick his ass for his dough. If he harder, let him go. Oh no. Any, mighty, mo. Hit him with the calico, he won't be coming back no more. Juice Mizzle, what you doing, partner? I'm just going shopping. Oh, what you shopping for? I'm shopping for the choppers, shopping for the choppers, shopping for the choppers. I like big straps. 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 I like big. Hold on. Fat Catmon, what's happening? Have your ass seeing dots like Pac-Man. Move slow and got your fat ass caught. Then he try to switch it up and call Smizzle a cop. What your fat ass say? I serve so many in the car cause I can serve your fat ass weight. Use a little man, fucking with the Smizzle mine. Fat ass kick, real little blood. Your cute threats had Drew Smith giggling. One butt shot, I have your ass wiggling. He put a hit on me with niggas from the cow. Who told you that? The same damn niggas from the cow. Real kid, Drew Smith. What you doing, partner? I'm just going shopping. You just going shopping. Oh, what you shopping for? You shopping for the chopper. You shopping for the chopper. Hey, boy, I like big straps. 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 Yeah. Tell shit back, man. Juice Smith is back, man. Yeah, I mean, we in the motherfucking building, man. This shit ain't no hoe. Yeah. Hey, the girl said she wanted to have I don't even
Ooh, that boy ripping at it. But like I said, man, it was all about that content marketing around that time and everything. And We gave it to them. That's all the game. That's all the game needed. You know, was content to be seen. You know, that was Main Street Zone motto: be seen and be heard. You know, because around that time, like I said, a lot of people started to want to become rappers. And one thing about a lot of rappers, they just say anything sometimes and stuff. And when they say anything, it kind of watered down the whole situation. It makes it seem like you don't know what to believe. So at that time, people starting to want to see how you move and how you swag, and they just wanted to see your personality. They wanted to see you. So we started coming up with the concept, be seen and be heard, and everything. And we applied that to Drew. This is a video that I put out that went viral, you know, 11 years ago. Dropped it on YouTube. I think the main thing was that fight. You know, people wanted to see fight. But Drew had a song that was killing the streets. I mean, it kind of gave you that Alley Boy feel with that blue, red, black mask, you know. If you're sitting, throw it up. It kind of put you in that mindset. You know, he went hard. And he started naming out some names in that video of people that he messed with. And I was looking at it like, to me it made me go hard on the visuals because I was rocking with all those movements. I was actually doing the marketing and branding a lot of those different movements around that time. So I was getting up content and gathering up content. So everybody that he spoke on, I had visuals of them and stuff. So I decided one day just sit down and go hard with a little video clip. You know, my editing skill was getting a little bit better. My camera was a whole lot better. I went out and ended up purchasing a camera. I paid a lot of money for that camera too. You know, but the thing about it, cameras started to become small, and people didn't respect small cameras. You know, they wanted you to show up at the club with one of those big old VHS cameras. You know, one that you put one of them old VCR tapes in and and you play it. They wanted you to show up with one of them, and to me, it just didn't make sense because I knew what type of quality that they was putting out. Them type of cameras back then was putting out like 720 HD. You know, the camera I ended up going to get, it was at 1080 HD. It was kind of ahead of the game. No, let me take that back. Standard HD was 720. You had some that was above that was at 1080 at the time, but mine ended up being a special form of 1080 by 1440. If I'm getting it right, the dimensions of the video and stuff, but the quality was way better than some of the big cameras out there at that time. So they didn't understand. But I know for sure I wanted to play with that footage. I can say that it makes editing a whole lot better when you got some footage of stuff that's crystal clear. So when you're watching this, just check out the music. Let the music ride to you, and then check out the visuals. You know, like I said, we was ahead of the game and everything. You had a guy like me who was passionate about it at the time. You know, passionate about it, and you know, I had some good images and everything, you know, fights and all that crazy stuff. So I combined it in one hard video. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
track, dawg. I got to address these thugs. These niggas ain't no street niggas. Man, do your background, do your research on these niggas before you stop bobbing your head to this shit, dawg. Street niggas don't vibe like that. These niggas get in the booth and they start talking all out of turn like they play with them choppers, like they play with them pots. Dawg, do like you been doing, continue hosting Gay Pride Week. You know what I'm talking about. This nigga claim he a street nigga. This nigga hide his chain so the street nigga won't snatch it.
When niggas sell heavyweight, I come from when niggas ride 28. My black chucks, you couldn't walk a mile in. Where I come from, the red dog get in. My brother, my cousin, my father, my clique. Every nigga around me to the chopper. Every day it's warfare off in my truck. We young niggas die, but we die struck. Red dog drug tags couldn't pop us. A whole team of jack boys couldn't stop us. The caseworker asked my mama, she don't watch us. She asked them who they help them whoop and they got chopped up. And I can take it back, way in ninth grade. Peanut butter top, I'm mounted on blade. Back then a nigga fronted me a 9-way. I flipped that and drilled the nigga off a brick plate. Nigga really get it in if you don't know about him. 8 times out of 10 on the brick man. If you hating him cause he tryna win 10 times out of 10, you the motherfucking Nick man. I come from when niggas sell heavyweight. I come from when niggas ride 28. My black chucks, you couldn't walk a mile in. Where I come from, the red dog get it in. My brother, my cousin, my father, my clique. Every nigga around me to the chopper. Every day's warfare off in my truck. We young niggas die, but we die struck. What up, street niggas? What up, banging niggas? I know you fuck with Smith. I'm a gangster nigga. What up, Tyon? Shout out to YC. Rest in peace, Fred. I fuck with MBC. I fuck with Island Tune. I fuck with ABG. I fuck with Brick Squad. I fuck with 30G. I fuck with Duct Tape. Shout out to Zone 6. What up, Lil Bookie? I fuck with Savage Click. What up, Rock Crew? You know I fuck with Block. What up, John Jeezy? Shout out to Lil Hot. Shout out to Boulevard. Yeah, we still on. They built the motherfucking church in a murder zone. I come from when niggas sell heavyweight. I come from when niggas ride 28. My black chucks, you couldn't walk a mile in. Where I come from, the red dog get it in. My brother, my cousin, my father, my clique. Every nigga around me to the chopper. Every day is warfare off in my truck. We young niggas die. This bitch, ain't my name Drew Smith. My neck said, huh? My wrist said, yeah. My chain said, ooh, wow. You know how we rockin', man. We taking it all the way to Houston, Texas, man. We had to fly down King Johnny, Google. You know how we rock. Ooh, wow.
Come in the bag. They got me stupid, walk man, they can't even fold. They ain't looking for the work. I can show you what I'm old at. They show me what I'm stupid. Whip it like a slave. I don't work, no play. I'm really serving J's. Long way shorty. I'm really getting paid. I am the streets, and this is how I'm raised.
I come from when niggas sell heavyweight. I come from when niggas ride 28. My black chucks, you couldn't walk a mile in.
There is a better way to make money with Amazon than selling physical products. Introducing the Mickelson Twins.
Look at his diamonds.
I don't want to play that one right now. I'm finna go to this one right here. Around this time, want y'all to pay attention to that name right there. DJ Swamp Izzo, the official mixtape. Swamp. Around this time, Swamp was one of those DJs who was just, he was out there grinding and stuff. You know, it wasn't enough campaigns out there that had enough spending money to be able to pay Swamp for the type of work ethic that Swamp had. Let me say it like that. You know, Swamp was a hard worker. He delivered on what he said he was going to do. He had no problem putting together the mixtape and doing it in a good way as far as the quality of the content. He had no problem getting out there pushing. It just wasn't too many people who could kind of match that, and Drew them was, you know, and the reason I say that is because Drew them had no problem pressing up thousands and thousands and thousands of copies of this particular album, Born to Be a Brick, you know, that he dropped with Swamp Izzo and stuff. And I kept telling people around this time, man, I was like, go check out my boy Swamp. People didn't want to hear it, but I was giving people a real answer and stuff because I understood the big picture and how you got to know where your pockets is sitting at and stuff, and how expensive it is to move and do everything with the music. I understood all of that. So to me, I felt like if I could save an artist a few thousands, then by referring them to somebody so that they can utilize that money in other areas of the marketing game that they needed, then I really wanted that to be the case. You know, some listened and some didn't listen. A lot of them didn't listen, you know, because they slept on Swamp Izzo. You know, around that time, Swamp was, man, you probably could have caught Swamp, and Swamp probably did you a whole mixtape for free. Now, I ain't saying that the case with Drew them. Drew them quite sure looked out, you know, because they had it, you know, but Swamp was still at that stage where he was just hungry, you know, like me. If you caught me at the right time, I put together a whole DVD for you, and probably wouldn't charge you little nothing. Probably wouldn't charge you nothing. If I had some free time and I already had the footage on you and everything, yeah, I probably wasn't gonna charge you nothing. You know, it's just a matter of catching me at the right time, and Swamp was like that and stuff. But here's the crazy thing: I was telling artists, go check Swamp out, give him a shot. But in their mind, they felt like anything that was for free or cheap wasn't of quality. And the way I'm looking at it, like you catch you two birds with one stone, man. If you catch your DJ who's working and actually in the club, they're gonna spend the music, and you got them to put together the product that you need, the content that you needed, and stuff. So, but they didn't respect that because his prices was too low at the time and everything. They wanted, a lot of people kept asking me about Scream and Drama prices and stuff. I think Scream was kind of affordable around that time. Now Drama was gone. You know, I didn't see too many people having $10,000 or better to pay for a situation with Drama. You know, around that time, I think Scream was at maybe like $3,000 to $4,000. So that was more reasonable than spending out $10,000. Then you still got to get out here and pass out your stuff. And unfortunately, I'm not sure if they cared enough to be able to sit here and listen to some of your music and say, hey, these are the top songs that you need to put on the album to be able to market in whatever market that you were trying to market in. Versus, okay, it's some good rap song, we're going to go ahead and talk over it, but we can't help you with making sure that area or the I'm lost for words, I'm losing words. But basically the area that you're marketing it in, I was trying to sound fancy, but the area that you're marketing it in, it wasn't their job to make sure that the song made sense to fit that area. So they, you know, and with that being said, you know, if you're an artist and you picked the wrong songs and you went out and paid somebody $10,000 to be the DJ for it, now you got to go push $10,000 worth of songs off on people and stuff, and they might not be feeling it, you know, and stuff. And that's why I say, at the end of the day, find you a cheap little DJ. And Swamp, you know, Swamp was that guy. You know, I can honestly say people miss their way by not listening and by not rocking with that guy. Now he big now. He all over the radio, man. One of the biggest DJs in the city. I think he over there at B103 and everything. I think he got that late night crowd too, from like 6 to 10, 8 to 12, one of them two and stuff. But we ended up doing this. He was the DJ and I was providing the visuals. Born to be a brick. Around this time, it was cool to go out and get them jewelries, you know. So Drew had linked up and ended up getting a chain from Johnny Dang, King Johnny, one of the two. It was two of them that was doing jewelry back then. It was Johnny Dang and King Johnny. I want to say, yeah, King Johnny and Johnny Dang, or it's King Johnny and Johnny Dang the same people? But it was two of them. I just don't know. But he ended up getting a little piece from them back in the day. So he wanted to do a commercial, so we came up with this situation right here.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Man, this bitch. Hey, my name Drew Smith. You know I whoop my swag. Threw 50 on my wrist and I put Louis on my bag. I was born as a brown, but I grew to be a brick.
Niggas know how to start my shit off, right? It's another chapter of my journey to represent these streets. So I cut a corner and drove over to the fourth floor. Fucking my nigga Drew Smith. Hood, rich, see, niggas scared to put a stamp on these real niggas. See, I'm here to do that this time. Trust me, niggas. This is a revolution
Yeah, y'all already know how we get it, man. Drew Smith, we in Penthouse Studio, fucking around tight, getting ready for it, man. What we in now right now, y'all? Get in there? Get in there. Get in there. I'm gonna get in there. Oh my God, I'm in there. Splashy, man, baby, splashy. You know I'm gonna splash it, motherfucker. It won't even be right if you ain't wet. You gotta get on there. See, I ain't no Lil Wayne or nothing like that. I'm Drew Smith, man. I gotta go by the paper. I ain't even finna try to be no nigga that I ain't, you know what I mean? I stick to the script, you know what I mean? I love who I am. There's a problem with these niggas. They don't love who they are. Nigga be trying to goddamn go all out the way and shit like that. We strong right here, man. Get in there. Ooh, ow. Bud got it on this shit. I had to take this shit on with Squat Girls and we had to redo this motherfucker. Motherfucker on there. And get in there. Stop. Yo.
Here we go. Drew Smith. In there. Boulevard. In there. Bridgerator West in there. Bacon zone. Yeah. Louis Gucci get in there. Prada Frank get in there. Purple label. Check the clock. Drew Smith. In there. Boulevard. In there. Bridgerator West in there. Bacon zone. Yeah. Louis Gucci get in there. Prada Frank get in there. Purple label. In there, yeah, well, go niggas get in there, cut niggas get in there, Juice Smith, my niggas up in there, get in there, Pink Nigga get in there, Parkway get in there, Folk Boy get in there.
Y'all already know, man, we working on this new mix CD, man. Me and Swamp Bizzle, we ain't even named that motherfucker yet. That's how we so deep in these streets, bro. We just do it. Get what? Home, we just connect like goddamn Legos in this bitch, right? Me and Home connect so quick, man. We go in the studio, we halfway through the song, Home hit me on the phone and said, when you ready to go, we finna go ahead on to South Carolina next week. Hit every motherfucking spot. That's right. Swamp Fizzle, that's the nigga really in the motherfucking streets. All these fake ass DJs talking about they doing this, doing that. Man, where's you at? I see you in the car, but I don't see you in the street. Swamp, talk to him.
You already know who the fuck it is, man. I am the world famous DJ Swamp Izzo. You can see, man, motherfucking beautiful view of the city. We walk y'all around, let y'all see what the fuck we do. Fucking with this motherfucking, this new movement, Juice Smith. I know y'all heard of Smizzle, tearing up the motherfucking World Star and all that shit. I'm just here to solidify the whole thing, man. Make sure Big Boy get through there. I am the streets, man. I'm the nigga walking around every day. I'm the nigga that playing that shit in the club. I'm the nigga that everywhere. I'm just getting on straight off the highway from Knoxville. I was in the studio with Stacks tearing that shit down, but I'm here with Juice Smith today. It's gonna be a beautiful motherfucking day, you can see. And it's snowing everywhere else, but you can see the Atlanta skyline is beautiful. How the fuck we get down, man? Swamp Izzo, y'all stay tuned. We about to go in the studio and work on this shit.
The Black Team. We on some futuristic 2010 shit. My nigga Drew Smith. Back to back with the kid, Bobby Black. Let's work, nigga. Pussy niggas running hot. DJ Bobby Black, my nigga Drew Smith. Money Bag Records is the label. My nigga Big Worm is the CEO. Right about now, my nigga Drew Smith go in.
My bankroll OD, my trap spot OD. This rap game OD, bitch I'm H-E-R-E. I'm on that street shit, you L-A-M-E. I need it from the top. My bankroll OD, my trap spot OD. This rap game OD, bitch I'm H-E-R-E. I've been up on that street shit, you L-A-M-E. You don't run around with them SpongeBob, I'll fuck around with OG. I'm certified with this block shit, I hit the trap, no sleep. I come from with them woods out, with them pussy niggas don't eat. I'm riding around with them little niggas told me. And I don't believe in no phone line, I know you niggas OG. Your dad ain't do his job.
I'm true religion shouted, so I never told a Levi. In the words of this guy. No, I fuck with Cedar, extra strong way, long way, Juice Smith. Ooh, yeah, damn, yeah. Yeah, you better fuck with him now. He hard in these streets. Now everybody going hard, now everybody hitting, everybody strong. Pressure over here, ain't no pressure on no cash, nowhere.
Y'all already know we on fish out here, man. Bankhead to Forward, nigga, all the way back, nigga. Every motherfucking club, every club. We going to be, nigga, we trying to take over the club. We at Bankhead tonight. Bankhead tonight, the pool pad, the legendary. You know what you know. Tomorrow, shit. What? Hold up, tomorrow, Thursday. I really sleep. We just gotta figure out what we gonna improvise on tomorrow. Friday, where we at Friday?
Friday, we back at Bankhead.
We back at Bankhead Friday. Where we at Saturday?
We at Freaks.
Oh, God. Freaks? What Freaks look like last Saturday?
Man, Freaks, man. It's had so many whole run.
Oh, we doing
man, we thought it was a million bitch march, man.
You know we got that.
That shit was just crazy.
This how we doing it. We taking over the club and we taking over this big music shit, man. And we in the street,
we got the Roy Diva thing going on.
We got the Roy Diva, you know what I'm saying? 20 plus female, all promotion, all female promotion company, 20 plus females, and they own it. You know what I'm saying? So we doing it big. And they support it. They support the movement, you know what I'm saying? All the way down with it, man. We got the only all clique female team in the city, man, doing it for real. And they own it. Not work for nobody. They doing it. That's how we do it, man.
You don't see that motherfucker, man. This bitch.
You know I whoop my swag, 250 on my wrist, and I put Louis on my back. I was born as a ground, but I grew to be a brick.
Y'all already know Smith. Finna go rock that wrist right now, you know what I mean? Still getting it in, you know what I mean? I like to get shots out to all the niggas who out there on the grind getting it, you know what I mean? My brother about to get out. You know what I mean? This is November. Check this, 17, you know what I mean? Doing this shit for all the niggas who out there been on the ground, real gangsters, real G's, you know what I mean? We ain't glorifying that shit, we just doing the big just for the sake, you feel? You know what I mean? Happy birthday to that 5 Bud. You know what I mean? We're gonna rock like this. Let's do it.
R.I.P. bro, we miss you.
See, niggas scared to put a stamp on these real niggas. See, I'm here to do that this time. Trust me, niggas.
Turn on the phone.
And I was 14, I had money. They rolled in a hell of a swag.
Ooh, wow. I told him I was gonna grow to be a brick. Swamp. Juice Smells, man. You know what I mean? Graduated from a nick to a brick. Big cash short. These roasts need to sit down. Let's give it to him.
I know you fuck with Snoop. I'm a gangster nigga. Shout out to YC. Rest in peace, spread. I fuck with MBC. I fuck with Allentown. I fuck with ABG. I fuck with Brick Squad. I fuck with Dirty G. I fuck with Club Tape. Shout out to Zone City. I fuck with Lil Boogie. I fuck with Savage Big. What up, Rock Room? You know I fuck with Rock. What up, John G? Shout out to Lil still alone. They built a motherfucking church in a murder zone. I come from when niggas sell everywhere. I come from when niggas rise every day. Let's go to the Miami. I come from we'll be alright. Planning. Around me. Planning. Every day for a bit of my brother. Every young nigga die. Everywhere. Where I come from, young nigga black and straight. Play the highway, it's all work, no place. And we ain't good, I'm talking whole place. And I ain't really about to do it, I'm just money comes going on, that's 100 racks. I keep the hood right, they keep the days coming back. They got me shooting, but man, they can't even fold. They ain't looking for the work. I can show you what I'm doing. They show me what the story. Whip it like a slave, I don't work, no play.
But yeah, man, that's I really want to kind of stay and talk some more, but yeah, that we got going on right about now. That's gonna be the platform. The gym time now. I'm gonna go to the gym, man. I want to stay and talk to y'all more, but if I don't hurry up and get in the gym, I might miss my spot. So I'm trying to hurry up and get up there, hoop me somebody out. But back at 10 o'clock tonight. Tune in at 10 o'clock, and we're gonna talk more about the music game, and hopefully more people tune in, and you know I get more comfortable, and I can get good at doing this, and hopefully I can make some money and make some more money and make a lot of money and be able to put that money behind some of these rappers and help to make some people rich. No, I'm just tripping though. But support. Grind Media signing out.